Mosquito, the deadliest animal on Earth, not because of size, but because of how it eats. It doesn't have a mouth like other insects. It has 6 microscopic needles packed into one sheath, each built for a different job. It finds you through carbon dioxide, body heat, and the scent of your sweat. Some people get bitten far more than others. It comes down to blood type and skin bacteria. Once it lands, it probes your skin, hunting for a blood vessel. That's the ticklish feeling before the bite. When it hits a vessel, it injects saliva first, chemicals that numb the area and stop your blood from clotting. That's why you don't feel the actual bite. The itching comes later once your immune system notices. Only female mosquitoes drink blood. They need the protein to lay eggs. And here's the surprising part. Mosquitoes don't taste blood for flavor. Receptors on their needle just check one thing: is this actually blood, and is it safe? If something feels wrong, they abandon the meal in seconds. A mosquito can drink 3 times its own body weight, its body swelling red in real time. That same needle can carry diseases from the last person it bit straight into you, so that faint tickle in the dark. She's already deciding if you're worth the risk. Hyena. Most people picture a scavenger, but hyenas are some of Africa's most efficient killers, and their jaws are why. A spotted hyena's bite force beats a lion's, strong enough to crack bone like nothing. Clans strip an entire zebra in under 15 minutes. Competition is brutal. Slower eaters go hungry. Alongside sharp shearing teeth, hyenas have bone-crushing premolars, letting them eat almost everything. Bone, hooves, even hide, dissolved by stomach acid strong enough to neutralize most pathogens. So how does a hyena taste any of this? Its taste buds are functional but secondary. Smell dominates everything. A hyena can detect a carcass from miles away before taste ever matters. Once eating, taste mostly checks one thing: is this spoiled or toxic, not whether it's delicious. That's the real difference from us. We taste to enjoy. A hyena tastes to confirm what its nose already decided, and to eat fast enough that nothing gets stolen. There's no lingering over flavor in a feeding frenzy, only calculation. How much can I get down before the next hyena arrives? Anteater. No teeth at all, and one of the strangest tongues alive. It doesn't bite or chew, it extracts and swallows thousands of times a day. Its tongue stretches nearly 2 feet, flicking in and out of a mound up to 150 times a minute. In a single day, it eats around 30,000 ants and termites without a single chew. No teeth means the stomach does the grinding instead, using swallowed sand and stones like an internal mill. So where does taste fit in? Technically it has taste buds, but with an opening barely wide enough for a pencil and food gone in a fraction of a second, there's almost no window to taste anything. It relies far more on smell to locate a colony in the first place. Once found, speed matters more than flavor. Ants bite back fast, so it rarely stays at one mound more than a minute. This makes eating almost mechanical, less like a meal, more like vacuuming. Tongue in, tongue out, thousands of times, driven by smell and instinct. And maybe that's the strangest part. An anteater eats 30,000 meals a day, and possibly tastes almost none of them. Blue whale, the largest animal ever to exist, and it doesn't hunt. It filters an entire ocean at once. It lunges through krill swarms with its mouth wide open, taking in over 50,000 gallons of water in one gulp. Then it pushes the water back out through baleen plates, comb-like structures trapping millions of krill inside. No chewing, no processing, just filtration on an industrial scale, up to 4 tons of food a day. So does a creature this massive actually taste any of it? Probably almost nothing. Genetic studies show baleen whales lost most of their taste receptor genes over millions of years, keeping only the ability to detect salty and losing sweet, bitter, and savory almost entirely. It makes sense. When you're swallowing food by the ton and filtering in bulk rather than choosing individual prey, there's little reason to keep an elaborate taste system. So the largest animal on Earth eats 4 tons a day, and quite possibly experiences the least sense of taste of anything on this list. Panda. A bear, digestively built like a carnivore, spending up to 16 hours a day eating almost nothing but bamboo. Its stomach is short and simple, made from meat, not tough plant fiber, so it absorbs shockingly little nutrition, sometimes under 20%. That's why it needs up to 80 pounds of bamboo a day just to survive. A modified wrist bone acts like a thumb, letting it strip stalks with surprising precision. So how does it actually taste all this bamboo? Pandas lost the genetic ability to taste umami, the savory flavor tied to meat, right around when their diet shifted to bamboo, even though their body is still built like a predator's. Instead, their receptors tune into compounds found in bamboo shoots, and pandas clearly prefer certain species, young shoots over tough stalks. That makes pandas a walking contradiction, a predator's body surviving on a herbivore's diet, tasting almost nothing like meat and everything like plant, somehow enjoying one of the least nutritious diets in the animal kingdom. Chameleon, a predator that never chases anything. It waits still until its tongue does all the work in a fraction of a second. Its tongue can stretch twice its body length, launching faster than a fighter jet accelerates, hitting its target in under a 20th of a second. A sticky pad at the tip grabs the prey and yanks it back before the target can react. So where does taste fit in? By the time the tongue fires, the decision to eat was already made visually. Its independently rotating eyes do the real hunting. Taste buds exist, but play a small role, mostly confirming what the eyes already decided rather than evaluating flavor. Chewing is minimal too, just a quick crush before swallowing. So a chameleon's meal is almost entirely visual and mechanical. Aim, strike, swallow, all in under a second. Taste only gets a final minor say after the meal's basically already over. Butterfly, an insect that tastes its food before taking a single bite, using a part of the body you'd never expect. Its feet. When it lands on a flower or fruit, chemical receptors on its legs instantly detect whether the surface is edible before its coiled, straw-like tongue ever unfurls. Only if the feet approve does it extend the tongue to sip. This isn't just convenient. For females, it's essential. Searching for a place to lay eggs, she tastes plants with her feet to confirm it's the right species for her caterpillars get it wrong, and they starve. So how does this compare to us? Butterflies can detect sugar far more precisely than a human tongue, but there's no chewing, no complex flavor profile of sweet, salty, and bitter working together. It's closer to a highly sensitive sugar detector spread across its legs. Every time a butterfly lands gently on a flower, it's already tasting it, deciding in that instant whether to stay or fly away. Cat. The only major mammal confirmed to be completely unable to taste sweetness, and the reason goes back millions of years. Somewhere in feline evolution, the gene responsible for detecting sugar broke and never came back. As strict carnivores, cats never needed it, so it simply faded away, and every cat alive today inherited that same gap. Instead, a cat's tongue is tuned toward meat, fat, and specific amino acids found almost exclusively in animal flesh. It can sense subtle differences in protein and freshness a human would never notice, which is part of why cats are so notoriously picky.